Hi everyone. I am going to explain about my circumstance in terms of finances here in this video, and that regard is not entirely a smiling story. I am in an environment of a sociological state of, I think, transition. At least this is relevant to my situation, and I understand that I can only speak on personal experience and what I personally see and have seen. But in that context, I will explain. I have a value that, I work hard, get the skills developed for myself to produce quality existences, basically, whether it's what I'm doing or the product of that. And then, use that and if and do that, and I'm supposed to get money from that. I'm supposed to be able to get money and function at a high level in society with that. And unfortunately, that's not what I have been seeing. I studied art in college. I got a culinary degree after that so that I could still use my artistic capabilities, so to say, and make money, because I was aware that my paintings were they weren't making me money. Plus, I have kind of an ethical, spiritual connection to my. I have a spiritual connection to my art, and there's an ethical factor that makes me feel kind of funny about selling it. I don't think that the state of the economy, as I will I started to previously explain and will continue to do so, demonstrates the art industry, art world, so to say, in the high levels, appears to me to be some sort of money laundering scheme. And no, I'm not putting my heart and soul into something to make criminals rich. And more on the topic of my personal experience seeking money through culinary arts here. I did that. I started at a job I could get. Fresh out of culinary school, I said, I'm done with school. I'm going head in. I joined a restaurant. The restaurant then obtained a Michelin star with my work there that I was doing, and I got paid diddly squat, not enough to get myself even an apartment, a decent apartment without roommates. Not enough to get a one bedroom or a studio apartment in that area. And I worked 60 hours a week. That same kind of phenomenon, right? The same kind of experience continued to happen throughout my life. That occasion that I just described was many years ago, 10 years ago now, 9 or 10 years, about 9 years ago. And now I've seen a long history of that type of experience in restaurants, in the restaurant industry. And I've looked for work opportunities to benefit myself financially and in society, to move myself up, right, in society, things like that. values, American values. Other industries, same thing. They seem to be fronts for other stuff. Not exactly what I want to get into. And so I've heard about people making videos on the internet. So, you know, I'm doing that. I'm gonna do that. I have these skills. I'm gonna put them out there. At the very least, there might be someone out there like me looking through the internet for valuable information. And I've started a documentary video series about my practice of making a garden for myself, because I recognize that the financial aspect of my life right now is not decent. It's not. It's fine. It's fine. I'm surviving. I'm alive. I have a house. I have shelter. I am surviving. I have what I need, not what I want, but what I need. What I need is covered. So what I'm demonstrating here is that with that basic need level met, that I can do it without money. I don't need it. I've started a garden, and I have started to adapt my lifestyle to a zero waste lifestyle where, yeah, I still, during this transition period, obtain food from the grocery store, things like that. And I don't throw away the materials. I save them. Comes in a bag. I got a bag too. You know, it's stuff like that. And so I'm still spending money, but I am in a transition period. Now, I also want to continue studies on computer sciences, other sciences. I want to buy textbooks. I might do some classes at a local community college or something like that to get more into the chemistry aspect of things. I want to continue learning. I want to continue studying. I want to buy these things. I want to buy computers. I want to develop stuff, make stuff, invent stuff. I want to buy mechanical tools. I want to invent things. I want to make things. But I don't have money yet. And buying the basic materials costs money at this time in history. For me, I mean, like I said, to my personal experience. So I made an account on a website that people can give me money on, and it's just a direct payment transfer. It goes to me. And so I'm going to put that out there and say, hey, this is me. This is what I'm doing. Do you like this happening in the world? You know, and I'm not gonna ask for anything, but if you want to give me money, go ahead. You know, I'm fine with that. I would use it. I don't need it, like I said, but yeah, I want money. I'm not knocking on your door asking for change. I'm not sitting on a corner, but yeah, I could use the money. But I'm also going to be putting more what I call post-production effort into my video documentary series about the gardening come this third season of the gardening documentary, and make it a more quality video, because the first two seasons, well, you know, prospectively higher quality. The first two seasons were very basic. I explained what I have accomplished during the time period since the last video, and then I took some photographs of the product of the work. Now I'm going to make more effort into the art of the documentary happen. And so I'm also going to be at the same time doing smaller videos about whatever might come up, lifestyle things. I'm also making the inside of my house more adapted to this new lifestyle of mine of using what I grow in the garden, having zero waste, you know, organizing the inside of the house to support me and make my lifestyle choice as happy for me as possible, right? As beneficial to my health, to my goals as can possibly happen. And I'm gonna put a link on the bottom that you can give me money on if you want to give me money. But I'm not gonna ask you to do it.